What is up, everyone? So in this video, we're going back to the DualShock 4 and we're going to be installing some back paddles. So by the end of this video, you're going to have these 4 back paddles here that can be mapped to any of these face buttons. When I was playing PS4, I wish I knew about these because I always wanted to have some back paddles, but I just did not want to spend the $200 to $300 on a pro controller. Now you have the option to buy this kit on Amazon for around $30 and do it yourself. And if you're having trouble, don't worry about it because I'm here to help you guys out and walk you through the steps on how to do it. This is what the 4 back buttons are going to look like when it's done. And if this is the first time using it, it may take you a little bit to get used to. Let's take a quick look what we get in the kit. So we get our back shell. I got the one with the bills on it. We get the hardware tools, also the buttons which I just showed, and ribbon cables and motherboard. So the first part is we're going to take this controller apart with these 4 screws here. Once we have the screws off, we're going to gently peel this controller apart. Just start slowly here. Just open it easy because there is a ribbon cable right here that we need to take off. So if your trigger falls out, you can just put it back in here. You could take off the battery now. And then unscrew this piece here. Here you're going to see the name of the motherboard, JDM055. So this kit is compatible with 040, 050, and 055. If you open it up and you have an older motherboard like 030 or 020, then most likely this kit will not be compatible with that. Now, something I wanted to bring up to you guys is I have this controller, which I bought it on eBay as an open box. But the problem with this is it's a counterfeit. I had a hard time finding a genuine controller. That's why I had to buy a brand new one. It's easy to find out if this is a fake controller. All you have to do is just open it up and look at the motherboard. So just comparing the motherboard, you could tell that this is not the real one. It just has so many different soldering points. I know I'm not gentle with this one just because it's fake and I don't really care. There you could see that this is not the real thing. It's not going to have this PlayStation logo here, and it's nowhere going to tell you the model of the motherboard. And it just looks cheaper, not consistent like the original one. Even the joystick caps are different. Then this is a fake one. Throw it in the trash. We want to get our cable here. So we're going to put it like this with the words up. And I found that if you have some double-sided tape, this really helps. So I've placed my double-sided tape and we just want to line this up with the holes. Now we can gently put it back. Make sure the joysticks are intact. Bring this back here. We could put this aside for now. So here we're just going to take this stuff and put it in there. this one we want to first put it in there like this and slide it in. Let's get our bag here with our motherboard and these buttons. So here we could take these terminals from here and we could just cut these off. We won't be needing these. I believe this was for a different version. We also have these two cables here that come out from the top. This is if you're going to be soldering these to the board to map the L3 and the R3, but we're not going to be mapping those, so we're going to just cut these out. And usually with the back buttons, it's very rarely that people map those, so it's just a lot of extra work that's unnecessary. At this point, we could take the controller, connect it to the motherboard. We could start laying these out here, just like this. So the wire should be coming on this side, here and here, and on the bottom ones, the wire should be on this and this side. Now we can take the HK1, HK2, HK3, and HK4, and we're just gonna line them up here like this and screw these on. These are the little bolts that came with the kit. We're gonna need 8 of them. And this is what it should look like at this point. It's not the best sticker. It's not gonna hold too tight, but will work. I'll figure out a different way to do this. And we're also gonna take this one off, leaving this little copper. So if you could see, there's a hole here. So this hole needs to line up with this little LED light. Now, this is not the most easiest way to do this, but I'll show you guys a little trick. So you want to line up that LED around like this. Take this little copper, glue it on there. Take a piece of electric tape. I think I'm going to need another piece, a longer one. So the buttons are there. So now we can just put this together. So the last part is to install the buttons. So we look for K1, gonna go here like this. K4 is gonna go here like this. K3 is gonna go here like this. And K2 is gonna go here like this. To get into the pairing mode, we need that blue light to go on. We push L1, R1, down, and X for 5 seconds. So once that blue light is on, that means it's pairing. And to pair, we simply push the button we want to pair and the paddle at the same time, and it should blink blue. That button paired. That button paired. Let's pair this to square. That button paired. And to get out of the pair mode, we just push the same buttons again for 5 seconds. There we go, and we're ready to go.